Hey Goobers. So it's been a little bit of a hectic week, and I'm kind of deciding to move away from the daily updates sort of style. But so this is just gonna be a little bit of a shorter video. I just want to stay consistent. So I guess yeah, I'll show you a little bit of what I've been working on for Project Andromeda. Okay, so we got a little scene here. And if I move around, I want to show you this guy's an enemy and he's looking in this direction. So I'm going to move into his direction. Stop. Boom, combat begins. So I'm very inspired by Baldur's Gate 3 and the way that they do combat just generally. So all this is doing is it the player is starting first. He just would go first, and these are all the moves that he has available to him. And as of right now, only two of them, one of them is fully implemented, the other one's half implemented, but the others are way easier. So I wanted to show this off. So this is move, and that little white bar is where you can go, and that red bar is how far away you're pointing, but you can only ever go up to the white bar. And you'll see it's a pretty just normal radius around the player, very small amount of movement in one turn. Uh, it is, I guess I want to emphasize that while it might look a little weird, but I'm going to make it look better later. Um, it does like wrap around stuff. It does care about the objects in the world. It's just as of right now, I don't think this enemy. I just don't think I gave it a. I don't think it like has a rigid body. But boom, boom, you'll move. You move around. Um, like this is move and attack, so you move part of it. You also clicking on the icons uh moves you, which is not supposed to happen, but I'll fix it later. Um, Overall, I'm quite happy with this. And then this transfers, end turn will transfer the turn back and forth. For example, it's currently the enemy's turn, and so I'm not moving even though I'm selecting options. But if it was the player's turn, boop, does this. Obviously, later in the game, you won't be able to skip the turn of the enemies. But the thing is about a combat system in an RPG that gets really complicated. One sec. Is that in order to create a combat system, you must first invent fire. Like, you kind of just have to make the whole RPG. In the process of trying to just create this role playing game combat system, I had to create a proper character stats system. I had to create an inventory system. I had to create a actions system that ties into the trait system. I had to create a teams system, which is how enemies know that that you're an enemy and that you know that enemies are enemies and that allies could be allies. It's a whole deal. And all obviously none of them are like super impressive and they don't have a lot of visual. They don't have any visuals at all. So I don't like have a reason to show them off, but I did kind of create like these micro levels of these systems one at a time until I was able to get into the combat system because they just all tie into each other and really combat is the core of is like the mechanical core of a role-playing game. So it makes sense that all the other systems in the game have to support it or facilitate it in some way. So it was a lot of work and it might not be super impressive, but I'm pretty proud of it. And yeah, that's gonna be this week. Next week, or starting tomorrow, because I'm recording this on Tuesday. I am participating in the GMTK 2025 Game Jam, and so I'm very much going to be. I will have a better and longer video out about that because I'm very excited for that. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. No official outro. Bye, goobers. See you next week.